Araro, ariraro.
அம்மா ஒரு கதை சொல்லு.
RadheKrishna. There are innumerable ways to offer Prasad to Bhagavan. But the best way is to offer it with love and devotion. Now let us see an example where Krishna accepts the offering made by his devotee, or should I say, by his friend? Yes. Today, let us hear of the devotion and the offering made by one of his friend. You want to know who is this friend? Yes, yes, of course, it is Sudama, Krishna's friend Sudama. Krishna and Sudama were childhood friends. They studied together at Santipani Rishi's ashram. They were very, very close friends, and the 64 days which Krishna spent in Santipani Rishi's ashram were the most enjoyable days of Sudama at his Gurukul. They stayed together, they studied together, they played together, they slept together, they lived together and enjoyed a lot. Sudama was Krishna's best friend. Once the studies was over, Krishna went to his home and Sudama went to his home. Krishna, being a Kshatriya, became the king of Mathura and later on Dwaraka, and Sudama, being a Brahmin, continued his life. Sudama lived at Sudamapuri and Krishna lived in Dwaraka. He was the king of Dwaraka. Sudama was very poor and led a very difficult life. He, along with his wife Shushila and children, were finding it difficult to even get food. But they were very happy at heart. Sudama always prayed to Krishna, did all his duties, and enjoyed a happy life. One day, Sudama's wife Sushila told him, "Why don't you go and meet your friend Krishna, the king of Dwaraka? You would feel very happy doing so, right?" Sudama thought, "Okay, it has been indeed a long while since I met Krishna. I think I should go to Dwaraka and meet him." Before starting, he said, "Sushila, I am going to meet my friend after a long time. Is there anything I could take for my friend?" Sushila remembered there was nothing at home. So what did she do? She went to her neighbors, got something, put it in a cloth, tied it up, and gave it to Sudama. She could only get rice flakes, so that was what she gave to Sudama. Sudama took that and got ready. He left for Dwaraka. After walking for so many days, remembering all the childhood memories he had with Krishna, he managed to reach Dwaraka. Once he reached Dwaraka, he wanted to go to the palace and meet Krishna. But the guards were not ready to let him go. They had not seen anybody as poor as him. They went to Krishna and said, "There is one man standing in front of our palace gates and saying that he is your friend. Should we let him in, O Lord?" To this, Krishna asked, "What did he say his name was?" The gatekeeper said, He said his name was Sudama. As soon as Krishna heard this word, he jumped out of his seat and ran towards the gate. He saw Sudama, gave him a tight hug, and welcomed him into the palace. Sudama was overjoyed. He was wondering if Krishna would remember him. On the contrary, Krishna remembered each and everything about the time they spent together. After taking Sudama to the palace, you know what Krishna did? He made Sudama sit on his throne and washed Sudama's feet with his own hands. He asked Rukmini to come over and introduce to Sudama to Rukmini. They spoke for a long time, and then when Sudama went to rest, Krishna came to him and said, Sudama, can I sit by your side? Sudama said, Of course, Krishna. Why are you even asking? Saying so, they started chatting. They spoke about their childhood days, their memories, their feeling of being together, and many other things. All of a sudden, Krishna asked Sudama, Sudama, what did you bring for me? Sudama was feeling so bad. He thought, Krishna is the king of Dwaraka. How would it be if I give him these rice flakes? Thinking so, he said, No, Krishna, I did not. He was stammering. Krishna immediately understood that Sudama had got something and he was hesitant to offer it to Krishna. Krishna looked around and found that Sudama had something tied on a piece of cloth. He just grabbed it from Sudama and opened it. To his amazement, he found rice flakes. He said, Sudama, did you bring rice flakes for me? Oh my God, these are my favorite. To this, Sudama replied, Oh Krishna, I am really sorry. I could only bring this. You are the king of Dwaraka. You can have anything and everything you want. But I could only bring this. I am sorry. Krishna said, Sudama, do you know the value of what you have bought? I have not had this since a long time, and this is my favorite. Saying so, Krishna took a handful of rice flakes, put it in his mouth, and started chewing it. After eating it, he said, Sudama, I have never had such tasty rice flakes in my whole lifetime. Saying so, he took another handful and put them in his mouth. When he was about to have his third handful of rice flakes, Rukmini Mata came and said, O Lord, I think it is sufficient. By eating these rice flakes, you have given what all you need to give to Sudama. With this, he will lead a happy life. Sudama did not understand anything. He was only happy thinking that Krishna took the rice flakes which I brought. He, being the king, could have had anything, but he understood the love with which I bought it, and he had it, and I am the happiest person in the world right now. My friend Krishna saw the love with which I bought the rice flakes and had it. What more do I need? Thinking so, Sudama said, Thank you, Krishna. I am so happy that you liked the rice flakes which I bought for you. After that, Sudama took a leave and came back to his own place. When he came back to Sudamapuri and he saw that the whole place had changed into a palace, he understood what Krishna had done. Krishna ate the rice flakes which he had bought and in turn had changed his life upside down. Krishna had provided him with all that he needed to lead a happy and contented life. He thanked Krishna all the more, was very happy that he could spend time with Krishna, and remembered the love with which Krishna had the rice flakes which he had taken for him. So, from this, we understand that Krishna values the love, affection, and devotion that we have for Him when we offer Prasad to Him. When we offer something to Him, we have to remember this and offer it with love, affection, and devotion so that Krishna consumes our Prasad happily. This is a very good experience for us to hear as well, right? Radhe Krishna.